Good day everyone, welcome to the first lesson of using Adam Warlock, how to master him. So here I'm gonna be showing some Winter Soldier fight just to get the ball rolling and understand my thought process on the playstyle. So here you see that I first tried to build a bar of power before I go into this rotation where I have my buffs actives. And the reason behind that is because I want to be prepared in case the AI is not cooperating with me and not to ruin my playstyle. So I always like to have some power just to throw it in case the AI is not cooperating, just so that they don't expire. So yeah, here you can see that it's mostly about having those buffs, especially the precision and the fury buff. And once you go over 40 on your counter, you're gonna get a really good, a decent, let's say, fury buff that is going to be pretty relevant as well for your damage. And there's a cooldown, of course, and then after that cooldown has happened, you start your cycle again, but this time you have the fury that you gained previously. And then yeah, you can see that Adam is like mostly a lot of yellow numbers, big yellow numbers, due to the precision and the fury buff. So I'm gonna be showing now the bishop, and I want to start by doing the practice fights. That is usually what I recommend people do, either for war or anything. Always go into practice mode, because that is gonna give you a good insight on whether the fight is possible at all, and if it is doable, then you can practice that interaction. So for instance, here we have the bishop, and we know that whenever he uses special one, well, he causes you to take some incendiary damage. So for instance, here I want to show how first attempt would look like for someone that doesn't have much experience. You may think that it's not possible to do bishop with Adam Warlock. So now I'm gonna be jumping in again, and there's a cool ability that Adam Warlock has, and that is that whenever he goes into his spot, he gains a buff that makes him immune to some effects, and that includes, of course, incinerate effects. You can see there that I triggered my pot by double pressing block, and that gives me about 60 seconds of being immune to that by gaining that buff. So here you're gonna see that I'm not gonna be affected at all by Bishop's incinerate. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for this practice fight. I'm gonna be showing another one again, just so that you can see the rotation going. But just something to notice is that it's only 60 seconds, so it's mostly relevant for stuff like war and BGs. So here we're doing another practice match. This is a 7-star rank 2 bishop and a 6-star rank 1 Adam Warlock. Always try to make sure that the health pools are somewhat realistic. So here I go into my pot, I go right back in. You can notice that I'm following the same playstyle that I did with Winter Soldier. Is I try to get some power before I start my rotation. So yeah, here you go that I drop my special, and just, somewhat consistent that the landscape of the special 2 is going to have that big fury active, so that I can have that damage. And here you can see that the fight is done, 90% health, but that's because like Bishop's attack is going to be significantly larger, and the health pool as well. There's a huge rank disparity compared to BGs. So for instance, here we have a 7-star rank 3 bishop in Battlegrounds. Here my brother Truth is helping me getting some footage. We were doing some friendlies on one of his streams, and he's always willing to allow me to try some different matchups. For instance, here I messed up. I didn't dex him correctly. So, and also another point is that I want to show some realistic footage of how sometimes gameplay can go, despite me liking and how much fun Adam is. I also would like to give some realistic insight. For instance, over there, I completely forgot that I needed to dex the last hit. I thought that the pot had it covered, but no, I completely forgot. So here we're gonna throw my special 2. You saw that, right? He wasn't playing into me, so I threw my special 2 just so that I don't lose my counter and my buffs, and then I lose all my damage there. So yeah, this pretty much is gonna be that. We get our Fury buff. We have that Incinerate immunity buff that is gonna keep us safe, and then yeah, I mean that Fury is doing like a lot of damage. So you see that despite the rotation not going well, we still got him down. So yeah, Adam can do Bishop for sure. Again, for not too big health boost, right? Because that buff is 60 seconds. Here's our 7-star rank 2 Bishop, and I'm gonna be showing one that the fight goes a little bit smoother. It also depends on the meta as well. For instance, this meta is a little bit tricky to play him because the opponent gets to their first power bar faster, and you also have that power stun, which means you are gonna you're gonna have to take some power sting damage, worst case scenario, if the opponent doesn't really play into your intercepts. But that happens in this meta with every single champion, so just keep that in mind when you watch this gameplay. Look at that damage, it's not bad at all. Remember, this is a 7-star rank 2 Adam Warlock against a 7-star rank 2 Bishop. Here, you know, it's going as expected, as we have done in all the previous footage gathered up to this point. Here I throw my special 2, and that's pretty much gonna be it, because we have the Fury active. I also have the Assassin's Mastery maxed out, so that extra damage when the opponent is below 18% is going to be noticeable. And here we have our quote-unquote revenge on that Bishop, 7-star rank 2 Bishop from Truth. So yeah, this is going to be the gameplay, and this time it's going to be much smoother. So yeah, let's see the footage. As you can see there, I'm trying to get some power before I start my rotation, right? Because we want to be prepared for worst case scenario, right? That is one of the main things with Adam Warlock, is that you rely too much on AI. So there you saw that Bishop play into my intercept, because in this meta, then if I wouldn't have done that and Bishop would have been bad with the AI, then I would have just had to take that power sting damage. But in a regular meta or in a regular war fight, that shouldn't happen. So yeah, here you can see that the damage, despite not having the precision, that Fury itself, after you're going through 40 of the sovereignty counter, is massive, and that allows us to just pretty much nuke through him, despite already having our big buffs expire.
Really? What is this rank 2 Adam Warlock garbage going on here?
There you saw my butt through its reaction to the results. And here just a quick insight of some of the gameplay some of the matches I've been having. So that was it for me. That was Adam Warlock against Bishop. I'll see you until the next time. Take care.